$250 per playoff round
Yeah.
one, $1 million for a cup.
So,
almost $2 million playoff success.
James Myrtle from The Athletic wrote a pretty in-depth article.
Very good.
And yeah, it's good. I had started hearing about loopholes for capologists back in July, but he does a nice job of breaking down various ways that
For the new playoff salary.
for the new playoff salary cap. So of course, we're coming off a year where it didn't matter. All the Sammy complaints over the last few years were supposed to be dead and buried about how Florida and Tampa Bay can go hide a player and then bring him back in the playoffs.
I'm the only one who complained about that.
It could a lot of people feel like it was addressed through the new CBA that kicks in this particular clause this season where the cap will remain in the playoffs for the 20 players dressed that night.
Right. So that's exactly how fans can understand it. 20 players that are dressed that night, same salary cap. So that means you could have 15 million players in the press box.
That's right.
Doesn't matter. You can be, but
So one of his points was that if you feel like you've got a $6 or $7 or $8 million player underperforming and you want to go replace him with another $8 million player in the playoffs, you can, as long as you make sure that both of them aren't in the lineup at the same time.
yeah. So
That's going to be really interesting to see
because
what
teams
do.
have salary cap space, the Leafs are a good example that this year they'll likely accrue cap space leading up to the deadline. I've heard people say, well, that's not going to matter because you still need to be under the playoff cap. Well, they can still spend the space they accrue. And then you're going to have to make decisions in playoffs. Who are we dressing to be under the cap tonight? So the example in James's article is, let's say you're the Leafs and you have two goalies making about $3 million. If you wanted to put one of them in the press box and put Hildeby on the bench, you have another $2 million worth of player you could add somewhere else. You know, so there's going to be ways around it. The point is having cap space is still good. There's still going to be ways to get better.
Interesting.
And
That's
Jonathan
really
Taves, his salary really this year is $7 million. It's $2 million on a base AAV and $5 million in these performance bonuses, but they don't count
To the playoff.
in the playoffs. They could possibly be tagged on to the next season, but not during the playoffs. So this may be the way to go for a lot of players moving forward, is these performance bonuses that don't count until the following year.
So what you're telling me is none of Taves' bonuses count towards the playoff cap.
Correct.
Not for this
So
season.
there's already
A way around it.
sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But I think they'll change.
I'm sure Bill
some of this.
Zito won't figure it out. Yeah, sign them all.
So I think after this year, they'll have to find some ways to plug some of these holes that are already showing themselves. But I was thinking, like, who could you sign now on a purely bonus-laden deal that helps? Like I was thinking for the Leafs, I was like, did Pacioretty die? He was so good for them in the playoffs. Where did he go?
I think, didn't he retire? Did he just not come
I
back?
don't know. But I'm just saying, like, is there anyone out there that it's like,
Yeah.
okay, we get a
So,
bonus-laden deal for a guy that
I
but-
loved
but hold on.
It's scored the biggest goal in the playoffs.
Not everybody can participate in a performance bonus kind of structure. I think it's limited.
Only if they play for the Florida Panthers?
I think only 35 years of age and older, and then also entry-level deals. So even if a guy like Connor Bedard hits $3 million in his entry-level contract,
still charge the entry level.
you in the playoffs he'll be counted as 775,000 or 800 or whatever it is, and then the money that he earned will go on the following season as well.
I'm sorry you at home have to know any of this. This is
Yeah, you're right. It's such a crappy conversation.
It's probably not going to matter much, but we'll explain it closer to the deadline.
No, eventually, though,
Playoffs.
the big companies like MLSE or MSG in New York, they're not going to care like some other team that's collecting nickels and dimes out of their couch, right?
So the ideal scenario is to have a really expensive goalie that's not playing well and have your younger, better goalie playing well.
Yeah.
And you can put your $7 million goalie in the press box and have $7 million to play with.
Totally.
That's like the ideal scenario.
Totally. What is Merzlikins making Columbus? I don't even know.
No idea.
Let's say he makes $3 million, $4 million, and Jet Greaves is their guy at entry level. Yeah, you'd go with Jet Greaves, and maybe you could put him in the press box. Merzlikins is in the press box. There are options.
But I mean, that will be super
The
fascinating.
back goalie thing will.
But like, not even just that. Like, if you're the Florida Panthers and they're already $10 million over the cap, but they're, whoever's on LTIR already, right? Kachuk said maybe come back in December or whatever I
They
saw.
were $5 million over the cap
Yeah.
last year.
So, like, they're going to have to make a decision of a real player to come out of their lineup, or teams, like, that's going to be a fun conversation to have. Like, who you bring in, who you bring out.
Like,
Like,
Marchand's value would have had to come out of that
yes.
lineup.
It's really, I sure wish he could have come out last year. Holy crap.
It's the 2021 Lightning, the 2015 Blackhawks, and last year's Panthers with the three teams that were well over the cap when they won.
So, quickly before I said we were going to do a mailbag, I'm not even doing it. We just mentioned the Panthers. I saw a clip floating around the internet now, like we're doing the Amazon thing again, right? There's a new one coming out. They followed a bunch of stars. I saw a preview for it.
Yep.
And like in the clip, of course, they have Sam Bennett screaming at the Leafs bench, being like, "Are you scared? Are you scared?" Like, is it not hard enough to be a Toronto Maple Leaf fan that now we're in the era where you have to live through the horrors of watching this on television every spring, where it's like, oh my God, this sucks. It's the bane of my existence every year. You're the idiot Leaf fan. You believed again. Ha ha ha. And then every fall, they're like, how about you relive these horrors, but with more access? It's horrible. It's horrible. So now again, we're going to have to go through it. It's like more clips of the Leafs being scared and the Panthers being better. Awesome.
I got invited to the advanced screening
Good. I won't be going.
of the Leafs episode against Florida for the new
Great.
Amazon's face-off inside the NHL.
Hey, Amazon, love ya. Skip.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching.
I think there was a lot of Brendan Shanahan that followed him around last year, too.
All right.
Sorry to get so upset about
You okay?
it. It just pisses me off. It's like Leaf fans, they're the butt of everyone's joke. And then it's like, here comes the documentary about how big of losers you are again. Every fall.
Can you hear the Western Canada just laughing
Oh,
at
yeah.
Sammy right
Listen,
now?
it's their dream. It's everybody's dream. That's why they do it, because everybody loves to pile on.
All you YouTube followers right now, give them a thumbs up for that little rant.
Great.
Alex Petrangelo thinks there's a chance that he won't rule out playing this season. So is that another guy that gets to kind of, I don't know, sneak in, finagled into a cap?
I guess he's on LTIR, so he wouldn't be counting against their cap right now, right?
Right
no,
now,
but the moment
I was
he
just thinking
plays
about how they could
a playoff game, his I don't know what he makes, 8.5,
Yeah.
9 has to go on that roster's cap. So